They say that mortgage rates have fallen for the first time in 5 weeks. However, I looked at rates today and they're actually up. Now, this report came in last week, but I wanted to make sure that we understand. Don't listen to headlines because the rates go up and down every day. You have to be very, very careful about what's going on in the market. I don't think we're going to see a huge change in rates when FOMC testifies next week. They are set to testify June 17th and 18th. We're looking at a funky trend right now where homes are staying on market a lot longer. As a matter of fact, 40 days on market are over 300 right now. Sellers, you have three choices: lower the price, be patient, or do some upgrades. You have to add value to attract buyers. There might be 1,000 buyers out there, but they're very picky and taking their time. My affordability right now is out the window. Just take an inventory of what your house looks like and understand that prices are coming down quite a bit. Be patient. If you haven't priced it right and you have one buyer, you don't control the tempo, you don't control the negotiation. You have to handle that one offer with kid gloves. Just understand that we're trying to make it so that your house sells. We control a lot of things. We control the marketing, we control what's going out there, we control the internet, we control, all that other stuff. We control the Sherpa, the guide of getting your house ready to sell. And if it's not ready to sell, buyers will be turned off on something. And we'll get excuses like the house is too small or it's too boxy, or one lady told me the yard's too small, even though there's a big side yard for their dog. The sellers had dogs in their house before. I get it. When you look at it, 7%, yeah, you can knock it down to 6.5. Everything's hovering at 6.5 right now. You can knock it down. You absolutely can. But if the Feds dropped it 0.5%, that means we're nominally at 6.5, and then you'll be seeing 6% or even sub 6% teasers to get you in and sold. So if you're thinking about selling your house, get everything fixed up before you sell it, period. It's not a question as to should I do it? No, you should do minor repairs. Get the house fixed up. Don't make it perfect. I looked at my house yesterday and I saw cracks in the grout, my master, and there in the corner office where I've had termite damage before, had it repaired, I see some floor issues. So no house is ever perfect. No house is perfectly level. No rooms or walls are perfectly plumbed or square. Humans made your house. Just understand that you can make your house look nice and pretty and dressed up and staged right and curb appeal. But if you have the house priced too high, buyers are going to pass. My house down the street, 2 doors down, was on market for, I want to say 30, 40 days. And then they took it off market, waited a month, put it back on market much lower and attracted buyers. And now it's sold at 1,875. So price is very, very important. In my little microcosm, if you're looking at bank-owned properties like this one right here, this is a bank-owned property, not my listing, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 700 square foot home in Tradewinds for sale for $429,000. Obviously, it's bank-owned and the bank wants as much as they want. They originally priced it at $479. Now it's down to $429. It's been on market 118 days. Price is important, guys, right? Unless you're in Cupertino next to Apple, then you can just throw out a crazy number, like on Waterberg Terrace, which is not my listing, for $3.5 million. Granted, this is a brand new house. If you have an old house and you're thinking about doing something crazy, this is a great way to enhance your nest egg for yourself and your kids. If you have an older house in a high volume area like Cupertino, Sunnyvale, consider moving out and then bringing in a contractor to make it a brand new house. This is what people are looking for. This is what buyers are looking for right here. Brand new house, 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,000 square foot on a standard lot. And I can tell you, for example, it's on a busy street, which kind of sucks, but these houses here, I want to say 70, 80% of them are all old and small and 1,200 square feet and 3 bedroom, 1 bath or what have you. If you have that kind of house in an area that's a high volume, very attractive area like Cupertino, Apple, Sunnyvale, or Santa Clara, consider a listing. I'll bring them to you and then we can talk about it. Instead of selling it for 1.8, you can put some money into it and increase your nest egg by probably twice. Just think about it. All right. These links are at my blog and down in the description below. You're very welcome to look at it anytime you want. Mountain View Home of the Week. And the reason why I chose it is because it's right next to Castro. It's walking distance to Castro. This is attractive to me because I can walk down to the main street of that city, have a cup of coffee, say hi to people, get to know people, and be social. As you get older, you need to be mobile, flexible, fit, and social. You need to be out there and have your brain move. I go to the gym and every day I see this guy that's 83 years old. He's working out and, he's doing 2, 3, 4, 5 pound weights. The other day I went up to him. He's Navy and I'm Marine. We're busting each other's chops, telling jokes about each other's service. And it's fun, right? It's not mean. It's just that's how we have camaraderie. The other day I pulled him aside and I said, hey, I appreciate you coming out every day. I see you at the gym. You're exercising, moving, being fit and flexible and being social. He goes, yeah. And then after this, I go to Panera and I have coffee with my friends. I'm like, see, you're going to live forever. This is great. This is your mindset to live longer. You are smart to do what you need to do. The reason why I'm telling you that is because my parents, love my parents, but they're fairly stationary. We just moved them to Nevada and to Henderson. My mom lit up when we got the house and we went into the community center, the little clubhouse for the Del Webb community. That's where she's going to be social. You need to be social. You need to be mobile. You need to be flexible. You need to be fit. You always have to be moving. California Street, not my listing, $2.7 million, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,500 square feet, built in 2014 and walking distance to Mountain View. Go get your coffee. Buy this house and get your coffee in the mornings or stumble home at night at the bars and restaurants. But yeah, this is nice. And thank you, listing agent, for putting a floor plan in. You need to have a floor plan. It's huge to allow people to understand the flow of each room. So just keep that in mind. If your agent doesn't offer that, that's not a good thing. 40 days, 90 days on market, they're going up a bit, except for the bank owns are just hovering. 40 days on market. My automatic email that comes in, this thing right here, this link to this portal, it tells me that anything over 250, I can't show anymore. So unfortunately, we're at a point where 40 days on market inventory in Santa Clara County is up above a norm. It's a little high. My thoughts are we're seeing a stall, and it's either the buyers are waiting for the rates or the buyers are just not going to buy until prices come down. We don't know where we are right now. 90 days on markets, hedging up a little bit. You can see these right here. 40 days on markets ticking up quite a bit. 90 days on markets ticking up a little bit. Bank owns just ticked up a tad bit from 233 to 244. Bank owns in the Bay Area actually should be up. I don't know why it didn't go up. San Jose weekly homes for sale. Inventory actually dipped down. We're past the peak of our selling season, March, April, May. We're well into June now, and we're seeing inventory tick down, which is also a good indicator for current home sellers because the inventory that's out there, there's not going to be a whole lot more coming on. So take what you got and that's it. And that's actually good because if FOMC does drop the rates to 0.5% lower, which brings it down to 6.5%, we're going to have a lot more buyers in the market. That means more competition. There's a speculation, it's an arbitrary number, but for every full point that comes down, they say 1 million buyers coming to the market. I want to be conservative. For every half point, it'll be about 300,000 to 400,000 people that come into the market.